Hi guys, we're back down at Rev Momentum. Thought I'd bring you along for a bit of my daily day in life sort of thing. So, just pulling out of my place now. We're off to the gym. This is the first day I've had to myself in probably all week to do some stuff. So, annoyingly, I haven't got down to doing much content. Annoyingly, I haven't got down to doing much content like I would have liked, but that is just what it is. Like I said, I'm trying to prove to you guys that you can do motorsports on a budget along with your daily life, and unfortunately, this is my daily life. You know, I'm at uni, I'm studying, I've got assignments, reports to write up, along with other tasks and commitments such as my societies and the Formula Student team. And we've got someone blocking a junction. What a mug. Make that 2, maybe 3. They're gonna let me go? No. I love it. People just don't let you go. Are they? Okay, they're letting me go. That's fine. So yeah, I'm off to the gym now because I haven't been in over a week. I've been quite poorly. I had to have a week off, and it's the first, like I said, it's the first chance I've got to go to the gym this week, and it's the first time I've jumped back in Percy, my daily driver. And you know what? It is great to be back in Percy. I forget how nice it is in here. Just everything about this car, I love. To be honest, that's what I want to talk to you about today, is daily drivers. So, this is my history of cars of what I've had. I'm the age of 20 and this is my car history. The age of 14, I bought a field car, a Mark 1 3-door Toyota RAV4 in 1998, 2-litre petrol. Loved that car, and I've ragged it around the field. Like, I think I've mentioned it before, I've ragged it around the field for 3 years. Honestly, it had a dodgy clutch the whole time I had it, but I love that, and I still got that car. It's just rotting away in what I call the graveyard at home in the field. Not long after I had the RAV, I got given a BMW 523i, which I've only just got rid of, and to be honest, I'm a bit upset I got rid of it. I probably should have kept it and done up. I do wish I'd done it up to keep as a track car, because I think it would have been such a nice car. However, I need space, so I sold it, and it's been used for banger racing. And I have seen the results of it, and it's done very well. Quite proud that it's done very well. But, yeah, it's no more. The engine probably still run, probably go again, but I had to get rid of it. So they're the 2 cars I've had when I was the age of 14 to 17. So they're the 2 cars, I classified as my 2 cars, but they never went on the road. I turned 17 and I had Pablo. Now, Pablo was my baby. I will put a picture in below. Now, Pablo, just everything about Pablo was perfect. Little 1.2 turbo petrol TSI engine, brilliant engine. I had that car, it was comfy, it had cruise control, the seats were lovely, everything about that car was lovely. And being 17, I chucked that car around. I put upgraded wheels on it, 17-inch, and I could, on hands on my heart, say I chucked that car into corners and it just stuck. And it's the reason why I still wanted to get a Polo GTI later on. 2 years after ownership of Pablo, I got into an accident with an ambulance. Wasn't my fault, and I mean, it wasn't my fault. An ambulance did drive into me, and it unfortunately wrote the car as Category S. Again, I'll put pictures of damage in below, and I'll let you guys argue if you think it should be a Cat S or not, because I don't think it should have been. As you can see, the ambulance sideswiped me, drove down the side of the car, damaged the quarter panel quite badly. It did buff out. You saw the repairs. You can see at the bottom of the door there on the sill, it nipped the side skirting. It actually did damage the sill. Again, there was it on the scene of the actual accident. Basically, just come down at speed, dented the door in, and took the wing mirror cover off. So that was Pablo. After Pablo happened, I was like, I need another car. But I drove Pablo around, even with the damage on the car, for quite another 3 months, until Percy came up. But before the whole accident with Pablo, I decided I was going to get rid of him anyway to get something faster. Because after a year of ownership of Pablo, I loved him, but it was a bit like I wanted something a bit more. So after a year of having it, I persuaded Father to let me map it. And I got my tuner to come out and mapped it for me. And he done an economy / stage 1 map, I want to say. Because it wasn't a full stage 1, because I requested to have it torquier in the lower ends on the turbo. Because once it got going, it would fly, and it did fly. I'm not saying the speeds I've done it, but it flew. But I wanted the low end torque, and when he mapped it, it was it saved me so many times going up the junctions down in Cornwall. I'll tell you that much. So that happened with Pablo. It got written off. I done quite well out of it, and it went towards Percy. I've now had Percy for what was it? August 2024. We're what, November 25 now. So I've had Percy a while, and I bought the car with 27,800 miles on it, and I'm on 41,200 now. And honestly, I hands down, it's been brilliant. This car has been brilliant to me. So yeah, Percy. So what have I done with Percy? I bought it with. They were originally diamond cut wheels, but I think they've been painted matte black. Just covered on the wheels on this car, like literally in the last couple of days. Really annoyed. I will show you guys later on in the video. But Percy made sense. It's faster. It's 190 brake. I keep meaning to stage one it, but every time I want to do it, when I say I'm going to do it, something comes up and I've had to pay for someone else. However, I have got plans doing it. I've got money coming through from my insurance because, like I said, I had to fight the claim with my ambulance. I'm not going into details. We've got that could be another story for another day. And I'm using that money to map Percy stage one, and that's going to take us up to about 240, 250 brake, and I cannot wait because this car is quick. Like I put my foot down and it pulls. The only thing that worries me is it's 190 brake now, front wheel drive car, and it chews through tyres. Like I've done 6,000 miles on my last set of tyres, and they're dead. And they were like, like mid-range tyres. So I'm like, 250, what is that going to do? But this car's been taking me all over the country. Like I can chuck it around the back roads and it can stick to the ground. I've done motorway driving, it's really comfy, like on a long run, driving sensibly. I can actually get quite good miles per gallon out of it for a little 1.8 turbo. But when I want to put my foot down, when I put my foot down and when I want to go, it goes. And everyone who's got in this car said it's a really nice car. And everyone who is not even into cars, and I've put my foot down in them, they've gone, wow, that's special. And it's one of the cars that I don't think I'd ever get rid of. I say that, and I know I'm only young, and I probably have to get rid of it at some point because it did cost a pretty penny for the low mileage. But this car, I love it. So I've had this car for over a year now, and the journey me and this car have had, this is what I can honestly say. This car has been a traveller car for me as well. I got it, I went back up for my first year of uni. So I'm a third year student, but I had to do a foundation year, which is equivalent to an A level. So I'm technically a second year student, but it's my third year up in Wales. And September 24, I was like, I want to travel more. After I got accepted onto my Silverstone course, I travelled more. So I went up Silverstone, there and back, never missed a beat. In January this year, I went up to Donington Park and back in it, and it drove up there lovely. I had fun on the way back. Around locally by me in Cornwall, again, I could chuck it around. I love it. I know I keep repeating myself, but genuinely, there's just such a passion for this car. Like, I genuinely love it to bits. And it's been the perfect car for me. The mixture of fun and the mix of a cruiser. It's comfy. Here we go. This made me laugh. This made me smile. There's a bit of road up here. I can't flip the camera because it's on a stand, but you're going to see my smile in a minute when I'm getting past this. Hang on. Let's go. Oh, he's pulled out. Really? I've actually stopped now. The traffic got a bit chaotic back there, but I couldn't get the run on the road. There's this bit of road going uphill overtaking. You can normally put your foot down, but the van pulled out because it's going right around the roundabout. But anyway, enough like that. I'll show you around. Well, I look a bit weird video, and I don't really care, but it's a bit awkward. I can't get out to do a proper video. The dash of Percy, multi-function steering wheel. I loved it. Having buttons up here compared to what I didn't have on Pablo, I couldn't go without it again. Even when I kept jumping my van, I got a control panel down here. It's not the same as having up here. Again, GTI, the flat bottom, I love it. It hasn't got the electronic dash, but to be honest, it doesn't really bother me in this because I still love having the old-fashioned dials. And when I'm driving. I've got the digital display showing my speed, so I'm not really that bothered. Crucial things that Pablo has got is heated seats. Love that. In the winter, heated seats is a godsend. And sport mode. Now, not all the GTIs have that. It's an optional extra for the sports performance package, and that is why Pablo, no, that's my old car. That is why Percy is so special to me. I'm sorry, Percy, because I wanted a specific spec, and it had to have the sports package. I wasn't getting one because it's got the adaptive suspension, and if it didn't have it, I saw one I really liked, but it didn't have it. I was like, I'm not sacrificing that. But then again, this is the weirdest spec car I've probably had. Yeah, it is the weirdest spec car I've ever had. Hang on, I'll show you why. Got heated seats and like these really nice Volkswagen leather seats in it, heated ones. But you don't see one. You normally see the checkered cloth ones. I'll get a picture down below.
I lied. I didn't have time to find the checkered seat.
You know, the checkered seats in it. So when this one came with leather, instantly I really liked, and the fact that they're heated, bonus. So you think, oh yeah, sports performance pack, heated seats, leather seats. Oh, it probably has reversing sensors as well. No, it doesn't have reversing sensors, which actually annoys me a bit, to be honest. That is probably one of the only things that bugs me with this car, because Pablo did have reversing sensors, and like parallel parking, you could go beep, 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 beep.
Yes, I did swear here. That's why I had to mute it out.
It's just a nice option extra to have. Like, I could still park without it, but it was just a nice extra to have. The other thing that Pablo had that this doesn't is cruise control, and I miss that. Like, I've got a 16-plate Citroen Berlingo, even that has cruise control. And I do miss it. And I have seen how much it is to put it on, but it was like 300, 400 quid. I was like, yeah, I'm not paying that for that. So, yeah. So that's about my car and a bit of my car history. I'm now, because I need to gym. I haven't been, and I've got a gym. It's important to me. So I'm going to go gym, and then I've got to go shopping afterwards, get some few bits in Tesco, and get some new shoes, because I've got holes in them. But I know it's a quick, short video. I know it's me driving, you're not really seeing much, but I just want to give you guys a quick update, a bit of daily dose of what's going on in my life. Hope you enjoy. Cheers a lot.